When I think of ALA, I think of a catalyst.
The education has been tremendous. It's meant the world to me.
ALA provided me the opportunity to become a CLM.
My career, it just wouldn't be where I am today without ALA.
Volunteering for ALA is the gift that keeps on giving.
The way that the chapter has reached out,
it just checks off all the boxes.
Being an administrator of a very small firm, all of the different hats, juggling all the different sometimes it's just
I'm just now rounding out my first full year of membership with the association, and I couldn't be happier.
Happy birthday, ALA. It's been 50 years, and how lucky are we to have this association that was built by members for members to make their everyday lives so much easier in their daily work.
The first time I heard about ALA, I was in my first management job, and it was scary, and it was cold, and it was lonely. But ever since that time, 15 years later, I'm still in the game.
ALA totally made my career possible. How else could a French professor turn into a law firm administrator?
My first memory was the annual conference in 1996 in New Orleans, where I attended as a vendor. And then for 10 years, I continued to exhibit and be a vendor and a major sponsor and gained so much from the community.
ALA has elevated me in many ways. First of all, in my life, it's a lifesaver because I started out as a receptionist 25 years ago. I had no clue how to manage an office, what I was doing, almost ready to quit, and I luckily met someone from ALA, and it changed my life.
It's amazing how people are willing to help you that don't even know you. That's ALA.
In 15 years with an organization, you see things happen and you file those away as something that happened in the development of the organization. There was a transformational moment in ALA history that occurred that I think it's worth recalling and passing on to other people. And this involved the 1997 ALA Annual Conference, which was held in Seattle. There were two key players in that event. One of them was our then sitting president, David Brzezina, and the other was a man named Bill Gates. Brzezina had become president the year before in spring of 1996. In September of that year, not even halfway through his term, David, who was an ardent long-distance cyclist, suffered a tragic accident cycling. Saw parked at a curb ahead of him a semi-trailer, looked over his shoulder to see if there was any traffic behind him. As he told me later, I just lost track of how close I was. He crashed into that back of that trailer and became a quadriplegic as a result of that. And as the end of his term came, he really wanted to go to the annual conference. And his first appearance was at the keynote session that opened the conference. We opened that keynote session to all of the people who were involved at ALA. And we had an audience of about 3,000 people at that event. After there were some introductions, David came out on stage in his motorized wheelchair to an overwhelming response from the members. I was standing off stage as the applause built for David as he came out. And I was standing next to Bill Gates, and the applause went on. And I said, I've got to figure out a way to get this program moving. And Gates put his hand on my arm and he said, no, let this go as long as it needs to go. Leslie Brzezina, David's wife, later told me that standing ovation for David went 8.5 minutes, which was unbelievable.
I think the thing that makes ALA unique is the members are so passionate about being members. They hold their membership as a prideful membership, and it's all about the people.
I was proud of how we grew from a standstill organization into an organization that addressed the needs of so many segments of our membership.
For me, ALA is an inexhaustible source of reference, knowledge, and networking.
I would not be the best version of my professional self without the resources and the networking and the education that ALA has provided me.
You have access to 8,000 other legal managers who are there to support you, guide you, befriend you, and cheer you on in your legal career. Take advantage of that.
ALA became a family during those years. I heard that phrase used more and more as the years went by.
Without ALA, I would not have met any of these people visited places or learned about different cultures.
We found ways to do things, not reasons not to do them.
From the bold bites to the roundtables, the conferences, the webinars, the master classes, no matter how long you've been in the legal field, ALA has something for everyone.
I think the future, ALA has been really steady the last 50 years, and I think that the next 50 years for ALA and beyond might be a little more advocacy for our members and making sure that they have what they need. I see a lot of our programs and our education be about empowering our members when it comes to change management and really taking a lead in their legal organizations.
It's an incredible organization that's lasted 50 years and given us all what we needed.
It's incredible what this organization has accomplished in 50 years.
What Brad Hildebrandt and Bob Weil and Marianne Altman thought of when they founded ALA in their wildest dreams could not have been what ALA has become. I think they would be very proud of that.
It's one thing to be able to volunteer and put your passion there, and it's a whole nother thing to have your passion be your everyday job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ALA.
Thanks, ALA.
Thank you, ALA.
Thanks, ALA. Thank you, ALA, for making that possible.
Congratulations on your 50th year, ALA.
Happy anniversary, ALA.
And happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, and thank you for everything.
Saying happy birthday, ALA.
Happy anniversary, ALA.
Happy 50th anniversary, ALA.
Cheers to 50 years, and here's to 50 more.